back to our weekly episode of Battle Rap Rapid Eye Podcast with your hosts, leskuzzy and vinique. What's up, Brody?
I'm chilling. What's good with you?
Not much. We chilling. Today we're gonna have it's gonna be a different episode. Uh, from what we normally do, we're gonna cover a few topics and all, but we're gonna do how to judge battle rap. We got the top 10 battles, and we might have to say our top 5 battle rappers right now. I don't know yet, but man, how was your week, bro? This week was slow.
It was cool. Brothers got paid. I'm chilling. Everything's good. Everybody is healthy. Got food in the house. Everything cool. Everything's cool.
Yeah, man. Man, finally got my tax returns, so I might get a green screen soon. So, but hey,
That's a good joint right there.
let's start off with like a few topics. I think we touched on this topic last episode, but we gotta say it out loud. Congratulations to Bill.
Congrats to Bill. I posted that.
I did too. I even invited him to the podcast.
100K. He is definitely a bill collector now.
Yeah, he is.
100K. Boy.
I invited him to the podcast, but maybe he was busy. He was doing Midnight Menace, so I don't know yet. But congratulations to Bill doing it for Norristown. We're gonna say Norristown / Philly, but yeah. While we on Bill, he's the co-owner, co-partnership with Midnight Menace. So Midnight Menace happened this weekend, and we got some battles. Some few battles that happened. So we're gonna start off with, let's see. Let me go to my Twitter. You see, we are like a different podcast here. We keep it real with y'all. So we gotta start off a few battles. There was a few battles that happened. So we're gonna start off. I think the first battle that happened was Maine versus Carolina Nightmare. I don't know neither of them. But the judges were Eyez, Calico, J2, Drugs, N1, Eyez the Block Captain, and Bill Collector. From what is reading, majority of the judges scored it 5-1 to Carolina Nightmare. Then there was a next battle. Another battle was KD versus, I forgot who was the other guy. Eyez. This is interesting because this battle, the judges were Reed Dallas, Eyez the Block Captain, A Ward, Calico, Drugs, Gaddis, and No Bars. And the judges asked the person who won the battle was KD, but out of his own kindness. So the battles were like 2,000 on the floor or something like that, and it ended up to be 5,000 on the floor. The winner gets 5,000, the loser gets 800. And at the end of the battle, KD split the money with his opponent. So shout out to KD for doing that. I think the next battle was Philly Swain or somebody. I don't know. I don't have the results for that one, but they said it was a good battle. Now the main event for the whole event was Snake Eyez versus New Jersey Twork. This battle was in the near to not happening because something happened with Snake Eyez where he's playing, so he was traveling for 10 hours. So he got
Snake didn't even show up at first.
Yeah, but they said he was stuck somewhere, and when it took him 10 hours to get to Atlanta.
But he showed up and the battle happened at like 4 a.m. over there.
Yes.
I even seen the what's it called? 15 minutes of fame video, and they was all outside waiting, and the battle happened at
Oh
4
yeah.
a.m.
Because the battle almost didn't happen because when Snake Eyes finally showed up, Snake Eyes showed up at 1 because I was on Twitter and someone tweeted that Snake Eyes is now in the building. It was like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. But
Mm-hmm.
New Jersey took it left. So they had to call anyone to get anyone to get New Jersey Twork, and the battle happened outside. It brought back the feel outside, and the judge. So from what I hear, and I don't know how Twork did it. Twork took the belt. Twork brought out the belt that was stolen from Snake Eyes. I don't know what happened. How did he get the belt? We gotta find out. But he had the belt with him. While we in here, because this episode is come on. Happy Easter to everybody because the Easter is coming out.
Yup. Next week.
Yeah, well, when the video comes out, it will be like the week of Easter, the weekend of Easter. So yeah, happy Easter to everybody. But from the results, they said the majority of the judges scored the battle to New Jersey Twork. So New Jersey Twork won the battle, but from what I hear, it was a good battle. It was just New Jersey Twork was in his bag, and I don't. To be honest, people, I want to congratulate New Jersey Twork. He won, but I'm still not right now. I'm still not jacking New Jersey Twork. It's just me until I see him consistently on 100. I really don't care. And anyone is on Twitter going at fans. Damn, anyone, you gotta look, bro. I understand that pissing you off is okay, but the same thing is how you feeling right now. Being mad, that's how we feel when he fucks up. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like
Does it
you
almost every
going
other day.
and cussing our fans on Twitter and getting mad. That's how we feel when he fucks up. So hey, you see the same feeling? Hey, it's not a nice feeling, Brody. So hey, we want to say congratulations. We are not taking away from the win. He won. I'm not taking away from the win, but I want to see him again at 100. And I don't want to see him like after he might. He has a battle in a couple weeks, right? In like 20 days. If he's on 100 on that one, then yeah, the next battle he's on 100. Maybe, just maybe, we will say he's getting back to where he was supposed to be, but he's not there yet.
And I want to see him do it versus top tier competition.
Yeah.
Not a diss to what's his name,
Snake Eyes.
but he's not like the top tier. Like if he came back and did that versus Surf, then cool.
A-Ward.
But
if he did that against A-Ward too, cool. Did it against him, man, cool. You gotta go with people who if they're on 10, if you're on 10 and you're on 10, they can beat you. So the Surf of the world, the Hitmans of the world, the A-Wards of the world, the Easy the Black Captain of the world, the Geeky
yeah,
of the world.
He does it against the top tier. Like that'd be the worst part. Like, all right, he had a great battle with Twork, but then he'll choke against Surf, or he had a great battle versus whoever he battled before Geechee, and then he chokes against Geechee. Like, just consistency, bro. Yeah. Consistency, especially with top tiers, please.
Yeah, you got it because you calling out. I'm hearing that you still want. Then you say your hit list. You want A was on the top of your hit list. Twork, you know that A-Ward is one white boy that I feel like you will lose to. Even you're on 100, A-Ward doesn't lose that much. So hey, that's on you. If until you show us that you can do it against top tier talents, I'm not gonna pick you to win most of your battles. I'm sorry. I'm not picking you against Miss Hassel. I'm picking Miss Hassel. I'm gonna be out here Even though I'm not gonna watch the battle because RBE is still messed up for doing 2 events in one day. I'm not watching the battle, but I'm gonna pick Misasa. But all right, I think that's most of the topics that happened this weekend. Oh yeah, there's an event. I think it's like June or April, something. The new it said LA something, Love Die LA something. URL. Can you please explain what is that event? Hold on, let me go onto your Twitter. So it says Leave to Die in LA, May 14th. That's the event. I don't even know what the hell is that. And the main event announcement next week. Tickets, blah 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 blah. I have a feeling that Gish is gonna be the main event. Am I lying?
For
The new
when does it happen in June?
in May 14th. It's called
Maybe not because he battles on April 30th.
yeah, but this card literally says to live and die in LA. There's no way Gish.
LA. That also could still be like hollow.
Yeah, but how?
He reps Queens a lot, but he lives in LA.
Yeah, but how?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Geechee. I'm hoping it's actually Danny Myers. I'm hoping that the main event
Well,
is Danny
Danny
Myers
Myers
and they
right now
go.
is on probably. He just had a best showing against Frank.
No, it wasn't a bad show. It was one round. It was one round that they
I thought
said
I heard it was
he
three.
fucked up.
They said
Nah,
it was
he
more.
fucked up his third.
It was 3 rounds.
Yeah, it's a 3 round battle, but he fucked up. He fucked up his third, and I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't put that against him, but I don't know. That's me.
All right. I
Yeah.
think yeah, but people, this is I think that's most of the topics that happened this week, right? I think yeah, we covered like we really don't have anything, but the main topic for the main thing that we're gonna do today is how to judge battles. One, let's let you guys know we're in an opinionated sport. So technically speaking, it's your opinion. It to judge is based on your opinion. But I think Vinique has his I don't know Vinique's criteria on judging a battle, but my criteria of judging the battle is consistency with your writing. Uh you gotta if it's in a crowd I wanna hear the like a few haymakers but not as much bars and like for perfect example, like people had Calico winning against Chess in that first round. But I felt like Calico, when his writing was so was not constructed like together in that first, where that's why I didn't give him the battle. I gave it to Chess. The battle I had Chess winning the first 2 rounds and Chess losing the third, and that's me. I had Chess winning the first 2 rounds and he lost the third. It's just me because I felt like Chess's first 2 rounds were how he wrote them and how it was constructed. It was more it was more direct, constructed where there was not too many spots where he swayed off or from whatever he was doing or lost the fans. That's how the other thing, performance. Not really a big thing. Stage presence, uh, composure when you're literally getting when you're rapping, bars. Yeah, bars are everyone has bars. So, but I don't know about your criteria on judging the battle, but what's your criteria on judging a battle?
So I basically start with writing.
Mm-hmm.
If your writing is better than somebody, I'm always gonna give you credit for that. Um, Next, I go to performance. I wasn't big on performance, but I got big on performance because I seen Twork, I seen certain people. Um, especially because I like how people control the stage and shit like that. In the COVID era, you didn't have to really deal with that. So, like I said, writing is big for me. So I'm always gonna talk about writing because it's who raps better. It's
Yeah.
always who raps better. Like I seen them give out rap album of the year, and it went to an album that I feel like he didn't rap better than people. It might have been better music, and I do feel like it low key might have been better music than the other two albums. But you're telling me that he
Who
rapped
won?
better, like rap album, like I don't know. But
Who won rap album of the year?
Tyler. And I really like that album. Don't get me wrong. Like I really
Wait,
like that album,
who
but I
did he
just don't
win it
feel
over
like
by?
he
Did he?
he went against J. Cole off season. He went against Nas, King Disease 2, and he went against Drake and Kanye.
And you want? Oh, man, you know what?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not is that off a rap album? Because a rap album, I say Cole and Nas are the two that basically did a rap album better than everybody here. But musically, art wise, it's probably Kanye or Tyler. But that's just me. But always paying attention. Rap bars, that's very important. Performance, that's very important. That's something that if JC go up there and start dancing, I always say it. If JC go up there, start dancing, do the worm or some shit, and he mixes bars in, I'm telling you, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different because he's creative, yo. Like I
Cause
didn't
it's a
always like the cookie cutter bars and the whole um I got a stick and I pull up with the stick, air everything out, and all that other shit is corny because I'm not like a gangster. I'm not like it don't do anything for me. So it's like, but if you rap better than somebody, if you write better than somebody, then it's cool. Like that's why I always say Joe Budden beat Hollow. But now that I know stuff about battle rap, it's like, oh well, Hollow actually performed. Like Joe kind of stood there. Joe kind of just got his bars off. So I'm always judging that and um, also, I'm judging because all right. So the chess battle, I got chess winning second and third. Only because writing wise, Caligo said the same shit for 3 rounds, and I don't care if what's his name choked. He got it back, and it was fire material.
mm-hmm.
You can't say the same exact shit after I choke. You said the same shit basically in the first round, second round, and third round, and you want me to give you the battle. It's just not. And that nigga came up with material and different shit to say for 3 straight rounds. But you said the same shit. That nigga had a throw up bar in every round. There's too many throw up bars, nigga. I was finna throw up. It's too much. It's too much. Like where's the that's my problem. Like I'm always talking about creativity. Like you're supposed to be creative here. Like stop. That's why when Twork came out and they just jumping around in this random bar, it wasn't for me. So when Clips came out and he put everything in a 4-bar setup, and it's like, yeah, you see the 4-bar setup, but it's like he really put every part of his round in a 4-bar setup. It's creativity. Like, how the fuck did he do everything comes down to a 4-bar setup? He does it every time. Like
And
how?
like and people, when we say setup clips is a 4-bar setup, it's more of like people don't know this. Like recently, Chalico still does the 4-bar setup, but people don't know like when the punchline is gonna hit. It might hit in the third bar or the second bar of the whole setup, and he's now more like now more punching with it, where he now schemes almost the whole round.
He's mixing it up more. So people are not really peeping it.
Yeah, like he's now scheming. He might have one scheme of the whole round, and he might scheme. Like for example, him versus Chess, him versus Lou Castro, him versus B Dot. Like every round he had a scheme where he just schemed a different thing. Like for against Chess, he had a scheme on when he was a gambling scheme and talking about every game in the casino. And people didn't. You could see that Chess started catching it late, because he started going like he literally went in a scheme where he was named like every bar after his 4 bar setup. It was all always a name of a game. Like he had to like, he's like, oh yeah, he's like, yo, let me leave. He said the one bar where he said, let me leave the casino alone. He still. He still got the hoes in Texas. He's like, yo, Chris Brown, you still got the hoes in Texas? Oh, he's like, hold up. Damn, I'm still gambling. I said, hold him, bro. He had a late bar. He's like, the dice bar. Bro, he was wilding. Then against Lucas, he had a scheme where he named almost, he was naming different type of dogs. He had like a big, he's like, yo, he schemed in a 4 bar setup where he schemed every bar, like every time when he was setting up, he was naming 4 dogs. And he stopped after the 4th bar. He's like, yo, him, and you didn't catch that. I just schemed the whole time. I set him up with the whole time using all big dogs. He's like,
Oh yeah, that dog shit was crazy. Yeah, he was bugging, dog.
He's like,
he went through a lamb, bulldog, all that shit.
He's like,
that shit crazy.
He's like, well, you know what? Let me do a whole another scheme with it. Then he went in another scheme when he was still naming dogs. Then I guess
that shit was crazy.
Against Beta, I just watched this battle. In his 3rd round, he literally schemed about about Beta being like a Black Pan African, a Pan activist or something, that like his religion. And he's like, yo, I was with your sister the other morning. Your sister just got me up. It's not personal. She's the one who can get me up. And he schemed where he said, the scheme was, he compared, he's like, I just got a Muslim hit me up and say, it's like, how come a Muslim hit me up and say, Assalamu alaikum? He's like, how ironic, he's like, I don't know if it's the parallel universe or just the universe just acting, or the devil, because how ironic, I'm eating bacon and a Muslim hit me. I say, I just watched your battle against Lord Alex, and your second round was modified, especially when you put it in the head, the glasses in the head. And he's like, who your next opponent? He asked me, who my next opponent? I was like, beat that. He's like, I don't know who the fuck that is, but I feel like you can use the same material, but this time you don't need the glasses in the fucking head. He's like, then he started scheming where he started naming everything in Bida's religion. You're an activist, you're a 5% and 9%, and it's like, he's like, have you ever looked at when Bida and JC started arguing about religion, and when JC said he loved his fucking religion, and he called JC weird. He's like, it was weird. He's scheme, like, people don't know this is scheming, where it's not, when we judge battles, I judge battles as way of, I compare most lyrics. Like, for example, the worst battle, well, I know this is the battle. Remember when Cassidy and Goods battle, right?
Yeah, that terrible battle, yes.
Yeah. Remember the first time I watched it, what I called you and I said I had Cassidy winning the first, right? And I had Goods winning the second and the third.
Yeah.
That's what I said. After then Cassidy was trying to convince to the fans that he won all 3 rounds. I'm petty. I'm really petty. When people
chill, he's 5,300. He
I'm
never
petty
lost a round.
because he said, yo, the lyrics are on Genius, so compare his lyrics and your lyrics. I compared both lyrics, and I watched the battle while looking at their lyrics. I'm like, yeah, all you think, you had simple bars. Your bars were simple, but you were not creative with them. Where I like the way how Guts was creative with the bars against Cassidy. I was like, yo, no, you know what? I got Guts with all 3 rounds. After the second one, and after Cassidy, technically speaking, it was Cassidy's fault for me watching the battle over again, because I didn't want to watch the battle again. After the battle, I was like, yo, Goods won the battle. Clear. I don't want to rewatch this battle. It's not a rewatchable battle to me. But Cassidy, him talking so much, made me mad. When he made me mad, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me watch the battle. I watched the battle. When I watched the battle, I chose. I was like, you know what? Cassidy won the battle. I know I said Cassidy. Goods won the battle 3-0 because Cassidy, his bars where you can. It was not like you can predict them, but it was so simple where he's trying to bar him, but he was not creative with it. Where Goods was creative, like how Goods started. Goods is like, what did he started like the way he's like, yeah, like he would in sign before, and why you still doing here? Then he started rapping. He's like, yo, then he's like, I don't cast role, and like the funny part, how he created the bar where he's still sketching on this cast. And the funny part, the guy who was right behind him had a cast on, and like you could see, I'm like, yo, that's so creative. Where he knows somebody behind him who is wearing an actual cast on his hand, and he's saying a bar with the cat about a cat scratching. You know how when you're wearing, you can't put your fingers, so you use like a ruler or something to scratch you, like when it's itchy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that's creative. Then he had the whole bar about. Then the second one when he said I meant Swiss, and the whole thing, even when he mentioned the R. Kelly bars, I'm like, though he was creative. Where Cassidy, at the other hand, was busy talking about I had a camel back on a camel toe, bro. A big house I have a big house with a dog house bigger than
No, the doghouse got a doghouse.
I'm like,
And
what?
even that doghouse got a
I'm like,
doghouse.
what? I'm like, bro.
No, you ain't people. Old Solo did the same thing, bro. Old Solo did the same shit, bro.
Yeah,
he said, one of my niggas gonna get two of my niggas, and two of my niggas gonna get three of my niggas. And then three whole new niggas,
and more niggas
gonna get four niggas. Oh my god, bro! When you did the math, it's about 87 niggas. It's really like it's a lot of niggas, dog. Like,
but the funny part,
Solo really been hip hop since 1987. That shit crazy,
bro. It was so funny because when you like, it was funny, but it was kind of creative because it was a joke. You know, Osolo he always jokes. He said, one of my niggas bring two niggas.
Yo, maybe
two
we
niggas
didn't peep.
Bring three. Three niggas bring four niggas. And four niggas bring more.
Exactly.
More niggas. It's like then one of my niggas bring three niggas, and three niggas bring four. Four niggas bring five niggas, and five niggas bring more. It's like
that's low-key the second best bar ever. Low-key.
Like, if you count every time every one person brings me more, I'm like, damn, Solo, how many people do you got? He's like, one of my niggas bring two niggas, and two niggas bring three. Three niggas bring four niggas, and four. Bro, Solo was wilding on that one. Then, for example, like the other one, while we like people, when we are judging, is more of like, I'm not going. I hear like, plus I'm now mad at the new fans that we have in battle rap because y'all judge battles off haymakers. It's cool.
If you win one round, that's good enough. That's like the best round of the battle. They'll give the battle to you.
Yeah, like people.
That's what they did with Mook versus Rock.
Battle. You gotta be consistent because like for example, Heyman is all battle rappers now, like battle rappers when they battle like the Heymans of the success of the world. They're strategic because they know that you can't beat their first round. So you gotta try and beat them in the second because the third is gonna be like a little bit smaller than their, not as powerful as their first, but it's gonna be a little bit better than their second, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna be strategic. So for example, if Heyman comes out and if y'all gonna Union fans, if y'all gonna bury someone after the first, Heyman has not lost a round. Then he has not lost. Like even he didn't lose to Surf. If we're gonna say that, and even
that nigga lost to Surf.
Well, technically speaking, both of them agreed to saying it's a 2-1 either way, because Surf said Surf said like before he's like I want to be honest. Surf came out and said I think I won the battle 2-1, the second and the third. But I'm not mad when people say Heyman won the battles 2-1 because Heyman said like every time he's like the Heyman said it's more effect of like every battle that he has won, like every grudge battle that he has had. People say the other people won because of their third. Let's be honest. Him and Seth was a grudge battle, and that's when Seth came with the press 9 bar in the third, right? Him and Avery was a grudge battle. That's when Avery brought out Big Gerald in the third. So he said, every time I'm in a grudge battle, every time I lose the battle is because people have a powerful third, and then people after the battle they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you lost the battle." But the battle was good. And to be honest, it's a good battle. I think it's the highest viewed battle in URL, right?
I got Surf winning every round, so I don't know.
Nah,
he could say that if he wants to, and it kind of works.
Winning the first, no, I had Seth winning the second and the third.
Because he can say that if he wants to, but
because that when Heyman was doing the thing was like there's like when he was like ambulance and he took it and they were in the ambulance, and when he did the remix, that was fire. Hold on, but when I judge battles, it's more of like consistent through 3 rounds. You gotta have the same level of consistency. You can write up or you can write on the same level. Like the reason why like when people were saying Surf won 3-0, his 6-0 run streak, he was so consistent in every single one of them. He wrote on the same level on every 3 rounds. Like for example, if you watch I have the buzz him against Calico. Even though I feel like his second was his most effective round.
That was his best round in that battle.
Yeah, his second was the best round of that battle. Hold on, I think I had the
I think that's his second is his best round in the last 3 battles.
Yeah. Now his third was his best round against no, his first was his best round against John.
Maybe.
That's where the bees over the body like Candyman. That's where
and the start where he okay, then that might have been the one because I thought the second was when he said that.
No, his second round. Listen to this. How he started the round. The funny part is like we don't say much about him. Like self rebutting, he doesn't rebuttal, but he says he has these phrases like he started against John. Like he says, like when John brings up people bring us stuff, he says like these phrases like a ghost running snitch. Man, that nigga can be in New Jersey. Ari boom, Ari who? Ari can't even be in New Jersey. Like then he's a ghost running snitch. That's what I want us. What these punks want to scream. Then we then take out of Jersey, cut him from the team. Another peg flip. The way he says it, it's not a rebuttal. It's like slick talk. He's like talking like. Well,
I feel like that was a rebuttal too.
Yeah, but the way if you listen to him, he didn't even rap it. He was literally.
It sound like it's part of his round.
Yeah, it sounds like not even part of it. It might be not a part of his run, but he's like he listening and he's gonna like say he's saying like that nigga. I don't give a damn about what you're talking about. Then the way he finished that and the way he gets into his part, another pack flip, another story how he moved them drugs, how his dad was BMF trying to put V plug. He got packs, he got straps, even moved with thugs. Rob and strip all these niggas. Skinny dipping again. Just a pool of blood. The way, y'all see, the way he's saying shit. Then, this is my favorite part of the whole thing. That's my favorite scheme or setups. Because he said, they say the mortuary table get caught in Chicago. Clear and bulletproof. He gonna go for He go for I go. A bitch. He just worried about how his pops do. Beamline on sport on blackface. Velado. Like then he's like, we could eat and play connect, so we take it. Suckers drive by, we lick a shot, then we chase it. Death is a death what is said for you. Life what we take it. My dragon slow mo agents. The plot still my mind like the Matrix. The plot still back in my mind like the Matrix. Like the way he says, like people don't know the way he set it up. Then he had the, do you believe in the unbelievable? Show bus, some like he had some things like show bus, some redeemable. When in spring break, summer fall, she says, it's bad for you. It's bad for you. I'll leave you. They can grieve you. They can't even grieve for you. We've been running back. We've been running back for cowboys like Ezekiel. It was a rich, but people didn't peep that because he said cowboys, cow, and it sounds like cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, devil child. I get my shape up and my home shaped. You don't wake up. We don't wake up gangster. We been born brave. First surgery recovery. First surgery recovery re-up. Then the soul phase. New scope, like the way the new scope pick apart through pick you apart through pick apart through crosses like corn braids. Psst. That's when the car is like, you wanna know if a nigga gangster? We just touched them by the heart. Tear cook, but pretty bitch, you been pointing like a spark. What I do to my point? I cut him apart, make it water. Calabasas, nothing like the sharks. Calabasas, oh yeah, he was walling on this one. Like, yeah, you see how, like, if, for example, that's his second. But if we go to his first, he's like saying, my nanny said you can catch a body and still go to heaven. You can't you just can't get a halo. Ask me a blood hash brown. We silence potatoes. Ask the ops whatever. They'll never say I played though. I think this Detroit nigga bitch Gina Echo drive by way. We hop up with gun in hand. Gangster don't dance. I done playing with the running man, drummer band, boy. Bro, the way he said drummer band, boy. I 10 blocks into Summer Jam, Paul Bear walking through the Undertaker, Summer Slam, but the blood home, like the way he's saying stuff. Then he had the like sniff a share go hunt, like the last kill. My dog really did it. Son of Sam, like we don't make me on the American most wanted man. Understand? Rifle you horn underhand. Expect my first pick from the one be K Cunningham. Okay, that was classic Oslo Nights because like that's how he wrote like on the same level for each and every round, and that's how I judge consistency. When I say consistent, I mean every single round is on a 10. Not a 9-8, not a 9-10 or 7 on your third, but your first round was a 10, your second round was a 10, then you dip off to like a 4 on your third. That's terrible. You gotta have 10 consistent.
And creativity in what you say, because a lot of people are recycling the same shit somebody else said to the same rapper.
Like for example,
like,
when he said
corny.
When he said the rifle you got home, except this first pick from Detroit won't be K Cunningham. Like most people have said the K Cunningham, but how he said it. Except this first pick from Detroit won't be K Cunningham. Like yeah, K Cunningham was the first pick, but like the way he said it was more creative. Like when he said the Paul Bear walking with the Undertaker SummerSlam, then it was a setup for Son of Sam. Like the way he said it, somebody said the Son of Sam, but I think Luke Castro said it. It was creative too. He didn't say like how he said my last kill, my dog really did it, Son of Sam. Like people have said like creative stuff, and I feel like that's what we need. But all right, now I think we have said how we judge battles. Now let's get into the top. What you want to do? The top 5 battle rappers right now. Then we get into the top 10 battles of all
Top
time.
5 battle rappers right now.
Yeah, off the top, man. We didn't write none of this. I didn't write none of them.
I can give you my 5. A lot of it is going to have bias, obviously, but it's going to also have facts in it too. So I'm not a Rum Nitty fan. I understand where everybody holds him, but I'm not a Rum Nitty fan, so he's not in my 5.
All right.
So number 1 obviously has to be Geechee. To me,
Okay.
I think Surf is at the top of his game too. So when he comes out, so I would put him at 2 or 3.
All right.
And you got Chess. It's probably gonna go 4 or 5. You got Easy. Actually, Easy probably go 4. Chess go 5. Surf can go 2. Geechee number 1 and 3. I'm not an A-Word fan, so he's not gonna make it. I don't think Loso's done enough. 3 is probably gonna be Danny.
All right. My list is
probably other people I could put, but yeah, that's my people.
My list is similar to yours, but it's different, right? So number 1, this number 1, I'm going to be different. Mine has bias in it, but not really. My number 1 is Easy right now, right? I have Easy number 1. I have Geechee number 2. Reason why I have Easy is more of the. It's not like he's from Philly or nothing. It's more. I like Geechee. I like what Geechee says, but I like what Easy. Whenever Easy's on the battle, right? No matter who is he battling, I'm gonna watch, right? I'm gonna watch and listen to every Easy round. When it comes to Geechee, I might watch some battles, but I'll never watch every single battle. Like him and Calco, I never watched the battle. It's just me. But if Easy battle somebody, like I think I've watched every Easy battle since he's been on URL. Like since he started his run on URL, not since he been on URL. He's been on URL for years, but he was doing PGs. But even though, so that's my 2. My 3 and 4 are interchangeable. Why? Because I feel like these people, them 2, and Surf is on the run, right? Surf is on the run, and I would say Surf right now edges A-Ward on 3 and 4 a little bit, but yeah, I'll put A-Ward at 4, and I'll put Surf at 3. Then my number 5. I don't like Rum Nitty either. I want to say
it's not a hate thing either. It's just not for me. Yeah. It's just a consistent.
Like Rum Nitty does.
Gun bars.
It's not that I don't like Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty makes me. If I have like a top 6, Rum Nitty is in my top 6. But top 5 for me, whenever I watch battles and people I'm gonna watch, right? I'll put Charlie Clips.
You put Clips?
Yeah, I put Clips at 5.
That's respectable. He's been going on.
Yeah, like because like people saying he didn't battle that much last year. His 2 battles that he took last year, like he still proved that he's one of the most dangerous people. Like
he hasn't been losing in a while.
Yeah, he has not lost in like the last 2 years. And plus 2, for example, like if we're gonna say it like he choked against B-Dot, he still won that round. Let's be honest. B-Dot picked up the choke. Literally, in my personal opinion, I feel like he did it on purpose. Because he laughed when he's like, "Oh, now I'm about to check." Like if you listen to the battle, when Bida choked in the second on Bida, Charlie Clips was like, okay, nah. He's like, you know what? He's like, all right. He left, and he's like, oh, nah, I got. You know what? I'm about to do something about this, and I feel like he did it on purpose.
There's also that 15 minutes of fame interview where he said he did it on purpose, but as you know, you can't always take that for
Yeah,
granted.
you got you never if you don't know, but I feel like me the way like the way I feel like he did it on purpose is when he like when his reaction to beat us choking like when now sometimes you should know what like there are some people who you know like when Beta choked, you saw he looked up. He's like, oh, he laughed. He's like, okay, I'm about to do something. And you saw he literally like when he was rapping, I was like, he about to fake choke or do something about it. It looks like he's about to choke, and he's gonna have like a whole thing where he's gonna try to educate, help him through the choke, or how to teach Bida how to like cover up a choke. Yeah, I knew that was probably what he was gonna do because the way the how he said when Bida because Bida took a long time to get it back and I was like, he was about to like, oh, I mean, and he literally did it. He's like, I was like, you see, when you chuck that, say, when I chuck this string, obviously don't want to see us do the same thing. Then he's like, let me teach you how you walk about in doing. Then he started freestyling, and we teaching him how to literally help him through a choke. And also I get it from what I now understand Charlie Clips more because Surf said it. Surf said Charlie Clip. He's like, if people ask me who's the best freestylers, right? He's like, he said my best, the top three freestylers. My top, he said my top four people. Like what? Whenever I know there's a free, like they would freestyle things, like not like pre-reading like freestyles, like like things that are already written and they just maybe you're gonna say this and I'm gonna rebuttal it, right? He's like my top. He's like I want to. He said, and the father I was surprised. He mentioned Heyman. He's like Heyman is one of them. He's like Heyman is now like one of the top people that I know can freestyle. He's like Heyman, Charlie Clips, DNA, and he said this person. He even meant he said then I'm gonna put most of the people for him. He's like most of the people I know from one now can freestyle. He's like the DC Young Fly can freestyle. He's like the reason why he's like I remember he's like last year we were in Miami and we had a whole freestyle thing where it was him. He's like it was me, him and Charlie Clips, DC Young Fly, Justina Valentine, and we had like a freestyle section in the studio and they brought up is like it was more of like is like my freestyle stuff with like things I like reading there's some stuff I read it down and I was freestyle. They're like them people from one out they're observant so they'll freestyle things that they're seeing right there and there. He's like so when he's like when beat that choked he's like I knew Charlie Clips was gonna freestyle talk about it. It's like that's how Charlie Clips is. He's really thinking about it off the dome.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so. It's like I didn't think. I was like I knew he was gonna speak about it because I knew that he saw it and he's like his reaction to him choking is like that's gave me that like the was like, oh he's about to talk about it. He's like those people yeah. So I have Charlie Kiss in my top five. The honorable I'll say my honorable mention Ram Nitty. I want to say Chess, Twork, and who is else? Okay, Danny. I didn't put Danny in my top five. Yeah, I think so. So that's like with those four they make up my top 10, but I don't know who's 10. I don't want Los is not top 10 to me.
Are you gonna go all the way down to 10?
No, I'm not. I was just saying my honorable mention like when I was thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, to me, Los is not top 10. He's top 15, but not top 10. It's more of like Loso is more of like, if I say top anglers in the world, yeah, Loso is probably top 5. But top battle rappers, he's like top 15. Like there are some people I'll put like JC. Yeah, JC is like top 10. Mm. But all right.
Mm.
Hmm?
No, sir.
I was just saying. I was just thinking of other. If we ever like if we did like the top 10, who would be in my top 10? Like people I watch. But all right, the top. Now this is the top 10 battles. Uh, we might have. This is after Dome, so first and foremost, the battle that I'll put up there, right? Twork versus Daylight, top 10 battle of all time, right?
That's my number one.
My number one is Eyez versus Chess.
Nah,
Eyez versus Chess is my number one.
that's good though. That can go on my list. That's good though, but
Yeah,
that's
Daylight
my number
versus
one.
Twork, Eyez versus Chess.
I don't know where that goes, but it goes on my top 10.
Another one.
Chess versus Av. That's in my top 10.
Yeah, Chess versus Av. Daylight versus Will.
I never watched that battle.
Daylight versus Will is in my top 10. So Daylight. Another battle. I'm thinking of another battle. Twork. Oh yeah, we mentioned this. Susa versus Hitman. Top 10. I'm now thinking of like, so Eyez versus Chess, Daylight versus Twork, Daylight versus Earwolf, Susa versus He-Man Holla. Which other battle was a good battle? Twork versus New Jersey Twork.
I wouldn't put that in my 10.
What other battle? Twork versus Hollow.
Ooh, that is a good one. That is a really good one. See, doing this off the top is pretty.
Yeah, you like you doing off the top is hard.
I know we're gonna miss
because
some.
you think of all these good battles where.
I know I'm gonna miss some.
Yeah, like I'm gonna miss a few battles. Like I might.
Twork versus Hollow is one of those. It's one of those. I like that battle.
Oh, while we here, they say freaking did Ewer battle Rosenberg wrong?
He did. They said he got 30.
Oh yeah, because I just saw the thing. It would just say I miss Rosenberg go 1 or 3 rounds.
Damn. Rosenberg beat Ill Will. That is the most weirdest. That is the weirdest one ever. But yeah, sure. I'm probably never going to watch that battle anyway, so it's whatever. He might have choked or something.
I'm thinking another top battle of all time. Top battle of all time.
Lux and Hollow is in mine. Hollow versus Arse is in mine. Dumbfounded versus Conceited is in mine. Clips versus Daylight. Surf versus now I'm forgetting. Because I know the Hitman one is one of those. Yeah, probably Surf versus Hitman. And then Clips versus X Factor. So I don't know how many I just named.
Oh no.
And there's one I was thinking of that I just forgot too.
But I know that you didn't watch this battle. Right? But this is the battle I'm gonna say, me personally. Right? So I said this is the battles I have so far. Easy versus Chess, Daylight versus Twork,
Rock.
Daylight versus Earwill, Surf versus
Mm-hmm.
Heyman, Tayrock versus who did I say Tayrock? Tayrock versus Hollow. I had another Tayrock battle, but I forgot which one.
It was the daylight one.
Yeah, no, I think I had three. I don't know.
Damn, you had three of them? Damn.
I don't know. I was thinking of another Tayrock battle, but I forgot which one. But uh, I have this battle. I know people. I don't know how many. This battle has million views on YouTube, right? 1.1 million views on YouTube. But if you watch this battle, this is the battle I feel like people. Let me. When y'all hear Oops mention like Geechee, and when Geechee says talks like Geechee says, I've heard Geechee say he's like the reason why when he first came out in like when he was in Battle Head that real talk like talking to people about their life type of thing. It was after
Mm-hmm.
Daylight versus he's like I watched Daylight versus Oops and I watched Daylight and Oops versus All Red. He's like that's gave him the confidence of like he's like for example I was like me technically speaking I got Daylight versus Oops in my top 10. My top 10 personally is reason why is everything that you ask for. Their bars. Then their third run, both of them, both of them talked about their life. Like it was like it was a crazy battle. Like it was fire when they talked about like both of them were talking about it. Oh yeah, I Tayrock versus New Jersey Twork. I just thought about it. I Tayrock versus New Jersey Twork. So I have 7 already, and so I Daylight versus Oops. The reason why it's in my top 10 is because the way they created it, the way how they created the battle, how they how every round that they were saying, all later, all connected to the third. The writing, the bars they both had, all literally was connecting to the third because Daylight was mentioning like Oops having cancer, Oops. Then Oops mentioned about his brother in the first, right? Then Daylight mentioned about him losing a friend. Then when it came to the third, it all made sense because Daylight started naming how he became a gangbanger and why he had all these tattoos and reason why he felt this way about being a gang. Then Oops mentioned his whole life, him dealing with cancer, him dealing with his brother's passing when he was young, him dealing with like being an activist and with his kids like teaching like asking like he had this one part where he literally had a scheme or a segment where he's acting like he's like my daughter said, Daddy, I like the new route you take when you literally have to talk to niggas. I remember you told Red, you told Shook, you can ask me how my life like nigga. Fucking ask my you can't even walk in my sandals. Fuck walk in my shoes. You can't even walk in my sandals, something like that. He's like, it's like that damn near broke the stage. But you know what it did to me, Daddy? It pushed me. It took me in an emotional rage. Then he was now mentioning things that he does in life, right? But also why he was mentioning that he was relating to his daughter, like a daughter explaining like that, like the part of it, like the bar was his daughter explaining how she feels about it, how she did that, right? And I was like, it's in my top 5. That's why now, whenever you hear Oops, and people, I watched the like on the thing, people were surprised that Oops says it. Like when Oops, whenever he says his third round, he's like, "There's an extra on my name. I make this third rounds hit. I'm the reason this nigga's doing this whole third round shit. Daylight versus Oops, the rule that make this third round fit. I low key as I didn't find it, but low key is gotten a father his whole there around shit. The reason why he said that is because he said he every time he talks to like battle rappers, most of them relate to. They say the reason why they feel comfortable having those like, let me talk to you there rounds nowadays, especially Geechee, you said it was more of it watching them say do it, and them how the crowd like accepted them doing that type of thing, right? And it's in my top 5 or top 10. Another battle. I don't know another battle. Charlotte Clips has one battle. This one good battle, but Charlotte Clips has some good battles though. Charlotte Clips versus X Factor.
Yes, that's 100%. All right, so I don't know how many I named. You got your 10?
Hmm?
You got your 10?
I'm on 8.
8. All right.
I'm
Let you get your last 2 off.
I'm trying to figure out which other battles like KOT, because I'm looking. I'm like, maybe there are some battles I didn't mention, right? What other battle that was good? You say Charlie Kids versus Daylight, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Yeah, Charlie Kids versus Daylight. That's my 9, and my 10. What's my 10? There's one battle I'm thinking of, but Keisha Van. No.
Sean versus Verb. That's on my 10 too.
Ooh, Keishan versus DNA. Professor Sean.
Yeah, it's good. I never watched the whole battle though. I only seen Professor Sean. Same thing with the Sean versus JC battle.
Hold on. Let me. Wait. I'm about to see. Let me see another. I'm thinking of another thing. Another battle, right? Lord of Lights versus Charlie Clips.
Nah, I mean, well, yeah, that's your 10, but nah, that cannot go on my 10.
Why?
Because I watched it the first time, and I'm like, yo, Clips is wild. And then I rewatched it again, and I was like, yo, Clips was on some bullshit. This was like the worst Clips I've ever heard in my life, yo.
You know what?
Like,
Wait.
nah.
I'm looking. Yo, when you look at this, let me see how many battles is this.
And
One.
they cut it short. It's so many things that's wrong with that battle that just.
Yeah. Plus it's like an hour long. All right. Wait. Let me think about it. You know what? I wanted to say this battle so much, but this battle didn't even finish. Wait, I have one. Wait.
I would say the 2-on-2 versus gun titles versus
Lord of the Hollows.
NWX.
The first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to say that battle. Yeah, that battle. But look, I'm about to. The funny part, while I was looking this, them two are the fun. Him and Susef are the highest view battle on your rail. Lord of Lights and Charlie Clips are the second viewers. NWX versus Gun Titles are the third view. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Him is the king of Yara. I don't want nobody. I don't care what nobody says. Him and
Yeah, when
him.
it comes to views, he got the highest views all the time.
Yeah, like he has I think 5 of the top 5 of the 10 spots. Yeah, 5 of the 10 spots. He has the first one, right? He has the fourth one, him, John, and him, John versus Charlie Christian Goods, right? He got Heyman versus Conceited. Oh, I think that was. I might have to put that one over
Hitman
the
versus Conceited.
yeah. Then he has him and John. Then him and Arsenal. He got 4. That nigga has more views. Surfy is like two of the top 10. But if you go top 20, he might have more. And him and on most view, I think him and when he touch every league, he's like the most viewed person. That's crazy. He knows how to market himself. Like how? But yeah, I think that's my 10. So I have Easy versus Chess, Daylight versus Twork, Twork versus New Jersey Twork, Twork versus Hollow. Right. I have Susa versus Heyman. I have Daylight versus Will, Daylight versus Oops. I have Charlie Clips versus X Factor. Right. I have Charlie Clips versus Daylight, and I have Heyman versus Conceited. That's my top 10.
Okay. So let me count them and get them right. I got Hollow versus Lux.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's 1 or 2, but no, that's probably 2. I got Rock versus Daylight.
That's
number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the rest of this, it goes in any order.
Mm-hmm.
Clips versus X Factor.
Yep.
Greatest Clips round I ever heard in my fucking life.
Alright.
Surf versus Geechee. Best 3 rounds back to back. Those niggas was wild.
I forgot about that battle. Fuck.
Shine versus Verb.
Alright.
One of the best body bags I ever seen. I'm gonna say Surf versus Hitman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that much of a Hitman fan, but that is one Hitman battle I would like. I like to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because Surf was on one. And then you got the 2-on-2 Gun Tigers versus NWX.
All right.
Then you got Daylight versus Clips.
All right. 2 more.
Trying to make sure I ain't forget nothing. Trying to make sure I didn't forget nothing. So I technically already said my 10. Oh, Ad versus Chess.
Versus
those 2 niggas was bugging.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Your last one, your 10.
I still feel like I forgot something. And that's probably 10. Mm-hmm. Shit. Oh, I was gonna go with a Dumbfounded or Rome battle because that's what got me into battle rap. Oh, Rome versus DNA. Oh, I didn't appreciate that 1-rounder until much, much later. Dog, DNA with the bomb shit? Nigga. I hated it when I first seen it, but yo, that was the most creative shit I ever seen somebody do.
Oh, no. Did you see when...
And then Ron just... Yo, that was a great battle.
You know what? I'm going to remove him versus Conceited and put Susa versus Geechee.
Yo, that's one of the greatest, greatest back and forth ever, yo. That made me a Geechee fan, and I still feel like he got 30. But that made me a Geechee fan. Dog, Geechee really, lost his mind. Like, if he'd have said that to anybody else, they would have been in a casket. And that's how good Surf was that day. Like, he was bugging. Same thing with Rock versus Daylight. If Rock would have said that to anybody else on the card, they would have been in the casket. But Daylight was just
bugging.
Dog, you can't rap like that. Nobody can rap like that. Nobody can do that.
Why
Nobody
am
can
I getting
remember
no
all that.
reaction?
He was
How?
dog, bugging, dog.
How am I getting reaction in the? I thought it's like it's supposed to be a quiet room. How am I getting reaction? Damn.
Dog, that was a
Like
amazing battle in the COVID era,
yo,
bro.
because you know what battle you forgot? Did you put chess versus?
Oh, I forgot about Arsenal versus Hollow, but I don't think that should go into 10. Now that I just said all of them, I don't know if that should go into 10.
You said easy versus chess.
Nah, that's not going on my 10.
I,
I don't think so.
I feel like that should go on my 10. That battle, that's like the only young people. Let me let y'all know one thing. I was never. I think Vinique can say I was never a big chess fan, right?
But he watched that battle.
I watched that battle, right? I became a chess fan. That's the battle that made me a chess fan. Like I appreciate chess from since that battle. That's the battle that made me a chess fan. I was never a chess fan, but I watched that battle. The back and forth, him and Easy had that back and forth, and him and like the way he was breaking down Easy and the way Easy was breaking down chess. That was the battle was a back and forth battle. Even though I had Easy winning the battle, right? At the end of it, I had Easy winning the second and the third. But that made me appreciate chess more because chess was wilding on that one. When he started breaking down Easy, saying that when he said I talk to Beasley, you talk to P, the talk different. Then he said the recycle, they'll use me, they'll put me next to this trash. I'm a recycle bin. They'll use me over again. Like the way he was saying. Then he's like, you talk. He's like, I know. He's like, you got this drug talk. I know I know that y'all gonna love this nigga. He's like, you see, then he started using the battle rappers into drug talks. He's like, you see, me, I'm like, he's like, smacking beats are the dealers. The fans are the fans. They want to hear us. Like the way he did it, bro, that he was creative. That made me a chess fan. So, yeah. I think that's like it for today, right? Yeah, that's it for today. See you guys in the next episode. Enjoy your Easter, guys. Sorry that we didn't have a thumbnail in the last video. Unfortunately, my phone didn't get fixed in time to make the thumbnail, so that's where I make my
freestyle.
Yeah, even though the video, if y'all read the title, it explains itself. She needs to pick it up. But yeah, so I want to say thank you guys. Peace. See you guys in the next video. Are we on 600 subscribers yet? I feel like we should be.
Damn sure close if we're not there yet.
Yeah, hold on. Let's go to the channel. We on 600 subscribers. So thank you guys for subscribing to our channel. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you for the support.